On this day, April 30th, 1975, American forces completed a helicopter evacuation of U.S. citizens, South Vietnamese civilians, and others from Saigon just before North Vietnamese troops captured the city and ended the Vietnam War. Operation Frequent Wind was the final phase in the evacuation of American civilians and at-risk Vietnamese from Saigon, South Vietnam, before the takeover of the city by the North Vietnamese People's Army of Vietnam in the fall of Saigon. It was carried out on April 29th and 30th, 1975, during the last days of the Vietnam War. More than 7,000 people were evacuated by helicopter from various points in Saigon. Evacuation plans already existed as a standard procedure for American embassies. At the beginning of March, fixed-wing aircraft began evacuating civilians from Tan Son Nhat Airport through neighboring countries. By mid-April, contingency plans were in place and preparations were underway for a possible helicopter evacuation. As the imminent collapse of Saigon became evident, the U.S. Navy assembled Task Force 76 off the coast near Vung Tau to support a helicopter evacuation and provide air support. Tens of thousands of Vietnamese evacuated themselves by sea or air. With the collapse of South Vietnam, numerous boats and ships, Republic of Vietnam Air Force helicopters, and some fixed-wing aircraft sailed or flew out to the evacuation fleet. Helicopters began to clog ship decks, and eventually some were pushed overboard to allow others to land. Pilots of other helicopters were told to drop off their passengers and then take off and ditch in the sea, from where they would be rescued. In Operation Frequent Wind, a total of 1,373 Americans and 5,595 Vietnamese and third-country nationals were evacuated by helicopter. The total number of Vietnamese evacuated by frequent wind or self-evacuated and ending up in the custody of the United States for processing as refugees to enter the United States totaled 138,069. Wikipedia on this day, April 30th, 1975. Licensed under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 4 International License. Links are in the description.